Hey guys, it's Manaya. Welcome to my channel, and today I'll be showing you how to make a copycat version of the Starbucks tomato mozzarella panini. This is my all-time favorite thing to get at Starbucks, so I decided why not try to make it. So the first thing you will need is some focaccia or ciabatta bread. What I'm using right here is ciabatta. That's all they had at my local grocery store, but it is very similar and tastes just as great. And I just sliced it into 4 sandwiches. And you're going to need some tomatoes, which we will be roasting. You're going to need garlic, minced garlic, garlic salt, garlic powder, onion powder, parsley, mozzarella cheese that's suitable for slicing, butter, pepperoni if you'd like to add meat to your sandwich, and some pesto. You could use basil pesto, but I prefer to use tomato pesto because I don't like the way normal basil pesto tastes. You're also going to need salt, black pepper, vinegar, olive oil, and spinach. Before you prepare anything, set your oven to 425 because we will be roasting the tomatoes. So put your sliced tomatoes into a separate bowl. I use about 2 slices per sandwich and just cut them in half. And now I'm just going to put some red wine vinegar, and then I'll also put olive oil, and I'm going to use garlic powder and onion powder, minced garlic, parsley flakes, and you can use any seasoning you like. I just choose these and it really gives the sandwich a delicious taste because the roasted tomatoes will give your sandwich a lot of flavor. After adding the seasonings and spices and herbs, just massage all the seasoning, the oil and the vinegar, massage all of that into your tomatoes so they can absorb the flavor. Okay, now I'm just adding a baking spray to a baking sheet, and I'm going to place the tomatoes on here so they can start roasting. You only need to bake the tomatoes for about 15 to 20 minutes at 425 degrees. While the tomatoes are roasting, you can go ahead and take your bread and start adding your pesto of choice onto your bread. And you want to just make sure you evenly apply this bread to both pieces of bread. Your slices of bread should look just like this. Now you can start slicing your mozzarella cheese, and make sure you get one that can be sliced. And all I'm going to do is just cut this into 2 decently thick, like pretty thick sizes for each sandwich. I use about 2 each. You can add more or less depending on if you like mozzarella. You can add a whole bunch. This is your sandwich. You're not at Starbucks. I'm just giving you the blueprint so you can make your own delicious sandwich. So just go ahead, add all that cheese, or don't add cheese. It's up to you. Your tomatoes should look just like this after they're finished baking for 15 to 25 minutes. Now that the tomatoes are finished roasting, we can start assembling our panini. So first things first, I'm going to start adding spinach to the top part of the sandwich, so the top of the sandwich, and just add as much spinach as you'd like or add no spinach at all. It's up to you. On the bottom part of the sandwich, you can go ahead and start adding the roasted tomato. Next, you're going to start putting your slices of mozzarella on top of the tomatoes. If you want a vegetarian sandwich, after you add the mozzarella, you can go ahead and pop it in the oven. But since I would like meat in my sandwich, I'm just going to add the pieces of pepperoni to it. Now that everything's done, you're going to put your sandwich in the oven until the cheese melts at the same 425-degree temperature, and you're going to make sure that you keep the sandwich open-faced. While your sandwich is cooking, add 2 tablespoons of butter into a bowl and melt it in a microwave for about 15 seconds. And when that's done, add some garlic salt to the melted butter. When you're finished, just set aside the butter for later. After your cheese has melted, take your sandwich out of the oven. Now we're going to close the sandwiches. So take the top layer of the sandwich and close it up. Now we're going to take that melted butter we saved for earlier, and you're going to pour it all over the top of your sandwiches. This is going to give your sandwich a delicious bon appetit, like chef's treat flavor. Like it just brings it to a whole nother level. Now you're going to put your sandwich back in the oven for about 3 to 5 minutes so the butter can soak in your sandwich. After melting the butter for 3 to 5 minutes, now your sandwich is done and it should look just like this. Delicious and scrumptious and even better than Starbucks. Trust me, it is so good. Now you can add your little fruit, your little chips, whatever you want, because now you have defeated Starbucks. Enjoy!